Yes! Yes! How is everybody doing? Is that good? Is that good? Good camera positioning? I think it's good. Hi, how is everybody doing? Do 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 do. So today is it's not photo. So we're doing Nick. How are things going? Did you tune in because you're hanging out on Twitter? Formerly known as X. I'm living in a tenet world where I'm living backwards. Not screen recording for evidence. Alright, so this is the game. I tuned in because I'm at a grocery store streaming your stream to the PA. Oh my gosh! Quick, everybody! Find the perpetrator at aisle 5. Oh no, it's the Polizei! I am innocent! Is it really mine 6 now? Really? Nah. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Okay, good. So this works. Okay, so how are we going to continue? Oh, by the way, I'll just give you a heads up. It is very possible that I will receive a call sometime this evening. And if that happens, I will do an immediate pause of the stream. I might even end the stream at some point without explaining why. There has been a bit of there's a thing happening in my family. I don't want to get into it. It's not tragic or anything. Like it doesn't affect me that much, but there's some discussions that need to be done with my family, and if family comes to knocking, family is first, you know. All right, so. Yeah, phone calls will do. It's true. Also, like, you know, family. Okay, so let's do the pointy arrows. Let us the pointy arrows. Yeah, Lebowski. The pointy arrows. Put the pointy arrows. Wait. Oh. Should we just... Deutsche Bürokratie ist am Arsch. Lebowski. So, should we use the green? Or let's use the lime green, bro. The lime green. It's gonna be sick, bro. I am a little bit concerned about creating more tiles because we might need. There is a possibility that we need to have another. Oh man, I just like... No, everything's good, let me do a copy of those. There's a possibility that we need a indicator for a bomb to be overcharged or to be overkilling. And if that's the case, I think I want to have a bit of a buffer, because it's nice if I can just like add a number to a bump and without having to do some crazy math. So I just want to have a little buffer. And here we're just going to use my favorite green. And do something like this. I'm going to try this. And then here we're going to do something like this. Oh my gosh. How many stairs? 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 stairs. Something that's crazy is I can rotate here. I could have just like done this and rotate a potato, right? Oh, but why easy when it's complicated? Right click. I dropped it. No, I got it. I just like I forget it. Sometimes you don't have to be efficient. It's fine. How many? Thank you for reminding me. Wait. Okay. I had a whole bunch of stuff open, but now I don't know what to do. Also, I'm thinking of changing the board into a GUI element. We're gonna go HovX. Technically, we probably don't need this. So that's going to be the hover, right? To indicate what we're hovering above. So this is checking if we're over the board. I'm going to go else. So yeah, technically we don't need that, right? And also, there's a possibility that we might need to like revise everything here. We kind of did a mistake here because we didn't design this everything around keyboard controls, joypad controls. We might get into troubles later on. But you know what? I'm doubting we're gonna ever get there. A little bit. I lost my faith. Mouse. Oh! Today I said make it a Hitori, but then I got super distracted by making it look pretty and having a state machine that I never got to actually do the game, haha. Ain't that the story of game development? That is you don't know, but this is actual game development. It's crazy, I know. And then when we draw. When we draw the game. Draw the game, yes. So we're gonna go. Before we print the clues, we're gonna go if x. Well, actually, we don't need to do. There's no reason to do this in the loop because we only drew one. So we're gonna go if hov x is greater than -1, or if greater than equals 0. Let's go with this. So we're gonna go 35. this. Half x times 16ths. Oh, it's 35. People still do game development? I thought all games were programmed by Pac-Man Ghost. FPS streams with a timely reference. You know, SPU streams games have changed a lot since Pac-Man. No. The phrase is games have come a long way since Pac-Man. There we go. This is so. We live truly in a most dumb timeline ever. It's staggering. Ah. What? Oh. What? Oh. There's also maybe argument to be made to do like a square around the selection, but I think that's more important when you have keyboard controls. I think this is just cool enough. Okay, so there's so we have pointy arrows. I want to now actually go to the level editor mode. Because we now actually implemented a whole bunch of saving of different levels, and we implemented a whole bunch of like yeah, we can save levels, and we have a whole bunch of different mechanics, but we always repeat the same stupid level. And so adding the level editor mode allows us to just test out a bunch of mechanics, and then when that happens, we can get into the diamonds. I don't even know if they're supposed to be diamonds. So let us create. Let us create. Can we? How do you? How do you? Yeah, this looks okay. So I'm struggling to say things because I'm not exactly sure how best to solve this situation. There is no way to make a button invisible. But if a button exists, then it exists. It does return the button. Do we have a detach? Oh, you have. Interesting. Because it's kind of like a mode that we're operating in, right? Well, maybe we should have a second mode for that. Okay, let's make a second mode for that. Wait a minute. Yeah, no, we absolutely need a mode for that. So when we go edit, the function is going to be go to edit. Well, I'm not sure. There's maybe more stuff happening when we press the edit button. All right, so we're saving. When we click play, we're saving and going to the game. And when we're clicking edit, we edit, saving the level as well. And we're going to, let's say we always saving. We're going to edit mode. Now, when we're in edit mode, create a new UI and so forth. I'm not sure if the detonate button makes sense in edit mode. We might actually don't need the detonate button. There's going to be probably other buttons there. So now we have edit. All right, of course, yes. Should we create a new? I don't know, maybe we don't need it. So update game, we're definitely going to update everything. We're going to have the same interaction with the board for now, but it's going to be actually changing a little bit, and we might actually modify this a little bit. And then draw game. Actually, draw game might be the same thing as draw edit. For now. So update game, draw game, and update edit. Okay, good. And then here, so when we go to the edit mode, go to edit, we update edit, draw game. So we're drawing cool stuff. And go to edit mode, and now we're in edit mode. Would be good to have some kind of visual indicator that we're editing right now. But I think that will solve itself once we create the GUI. So let's do just that. So we're gonna make one button. So first gonna be wall, because now we can place different things, right? I think right mouse button should be always deleting. Left will be wall, cat, bimp. Now, in terms of positioning, board X minus 32, whatever, and then body, no! Oh gosh. What? Okay, good. Okay, let's put it like a little indicator here. I'm getting very confused. Board X minus 32, and this will apply to this as well. And this is board D and boardy plus, what is the spacing that we used here? 16. And then boardy plus 32 for the bomb. Yes. Just this is not good enough. 48. Let's try 48. Let's do something like local tool x equals board x. So we don't have to change it 3 times when you change something. Do. Yes. No, it's still encroaching a little bit. Oh my gosh. Yes. Ah, still, I can't believe it. Do we have to go 64? Do we have to go 64? That's gonna be good. Okay, so now the functions. We're gonna call this tool equals 1. So we can give those buttons custom properties. Okay, something like this, right? All right, so I feel like toolbar. The stealing is going well. Nobody stopped me. Although I did something very stupid for being a good thief. I actually tagged Matthew Mathosis on Twitter. Might be a rude awakening at some point. I can't explain! Nah, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Alright, so we can click on things. He's so confident. This is my calling card. Mr. Inspector, tomorrow morning at 12 I will steal your game. There is nothing you can do to stop me. I will strike again. All right, so okay, for be in all toolbar b dot tool, or if b equals self, is that possible? Yeah, probably. Yeah. Tool. Let's just set it to 1. Let's call it tool 1. Else and so if we click on a button and the button, we're gonna grab the tool from the button. So a tool equals self tool. That we don't need to do it in the loop for that, but I think it's maybe a good idea here. And then we're gonna change the colors. That was the idea that I had. So for everybody else, we're resetting the colors. What is this? 26. What is 26 in hexadecimal? Or maybe wait. Oh, I need a background color actually. Okay, and very simple. I just want to see something. So I will change it to something like this. Give me a dark. So that's gonna be 5, right? So let's just set it both to 0, 5, 0, 5. And then we're gonna reset it to 0. Okay, let's try that. Edit. Oh yeah. So we can now switch between different tools. Dum, 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 dum. Do, do, do. Tap, 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 tap. Da, 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 da. I am thinking of yes. Okay, so this should be working. We should also maybe do something like debug 1 equals tool. Just make sure that it works. Yeah. What? Bump has two. This is good. This is good stuff. I kind of start like wrapping my head around the UI. That was one of the major reasons why I'm doing this in the first place. I want to kind of like wrap my head around the Picotron UI, and I think we're getting somewhere with that. So now that the UI is working so well, I am thinking. What are you thinking about, Lebowski? I don't know if I'm ready yet to encode the entire board as a UI. I think I'm not there yet. I'm not ready. But this is something that we may be ready for. So everything is good so far. So except this. So I don't give flying fudge about this stuff at this point. I'm fine for it to be just to revert to white here, right? So just like 0. When we're right clicking, we're just like painting white, and then when we're left clicking. Also, everything is not really that important. Local new tile equals I guess 2. If tool equals 2, then else if tool equals 3 then. And I'm gonna set this to the new tile. So if tool, the new tile equals, then we're drawing cats, so we're drawing 3. And if 3, the new tile equals... Well, here things get a little bit awkward. But let's draw 7 for now, and then we're gonna see what happens. We are sinking, that's true. That's true, we are sinking. So, okay, this is wall, we know that already. This is cat. It totally works. Wait. You see how I'm clicking here and it's supposed to be the cat? This should be on the left side. It's on the right side. I think there's a bit of a... let's tweak some of the positioning here. No, it should be minus. So this should be on the left side now. Oh, it's not, still not. What is happening here? What is happening? Am I going crazy? I am updating edit. You got it. Okay, that was the problem. This could be either way. This should be okay. This is good. This is good. Yeah, this is fine. Yeah, no, you got it. You got it. Thank you. I misunderstood what you meant. But you meant well. You were sharp. You were. You stand up for gamers. Same problem we have here as well. For some reasons, there's some problem there. I'm not sure what the problem is. I mean, on the border there's always a little bit of a confusion, but I think it was a little bit. Actually, it's all the evidence will be used against you, Archie. Just saying. I will throw you under the bus if Matthew Mathosis comes in. It was his fault! Please don't arrest me, sir. Okay, so this works. Now we're editing the bar. There's some things that I want to change when I'm editing. So for example, one of the things I don't like when so here with the right mouse button I can do the crosses and everything, right? But if I edit, at first I want the crosses to disappear. But also I want the solution to disappear, right? or rather, I want to have the solution to appear. So we need to change. This is a bit of an issue, because if you already have a solution on the board and we say like edit at this level, then we kind of like wiping the solution off the board. And there's like different ways that we can do this. For example, we could like save the current solution. So like when you're in the middle of solving a puzzle, you can edit the puzzle and you can then go back to solving, and it will preserve your progress in solving the puzzle. The thing I don't like about this part is that we might change the level. We might move around bombs or something like this, right? And that might be in conflict with your solution. So it's actually probably better to just wipe your progress, which is a little bit, I'm a bit queasy about that. But I know what I must do, but I don't know if I have the strength. So this is setup board. I also will need to do a copy board. That's probably an easy way, but whatever. So when we click on edit, see tool editors are not trivial. You think it's like, oh, whatever, but nah. So what we need to do here is board equals copy board board solve. Right, so if we do this, go edit, bam, we're editing the solution now. And like if I change the solution, it would be stupid to go back to what we did before, because again, the stuff might be in conflict. Although I already see what I probably need to do later on if I ever port this to Pico 8. Right now I have like two copies of the board. I have the solution and I have what I have, and these are just like fully functional boards with all of the tiles and everything. But actually, probably the better way to do this is the solution needs to be just like a bit field. Just because like each tile only has like 3 states. It can be marked with a cross, with a wall, or it can be empty, like whatever was there before, so to speak. And that's way less information. So that's just like, what, 2 bits? You can encode it into 2 bits. That's probably better. Now when we're playing, when you click back on playing, I want to do save level, but also I want to do the preparation. How do we do this again? Board equals setup board. Well, actually, board solve needs to be copy board like this, and then board equals setup board. Board soft now. Okay, good. So now if I go in here, this is my solved board. Let me mess it up. So it's completely messed up now. I edit this. Now we see the solution. And then if we play this, yeah, the walls disappear. So now we have to solve the cats and everything. Good. And now we can go back to editing, and now everything will be just very, very good. Oh, let me see if we can edit stuff. So wait, let's go edit, and let's create like something a little bit insane. Like this. Oh, I just noticed the numbers up top are not updating, weirdly enough. Why? Huh. Oh, because I'm generating numbers of the solution. It should be generated from the bump now. Okay, and now I'm going to click on play, and numbers haven't changed. Wait. Okay, so now the numbers have changed. Yeah, I need to just make sure that... Good. So let's do this here. How do we generate numbers? Where do we generate numbers? What is generating numbers even mean? There we go. Oh wow. Ah, interesting. So this update game. Wait, where do we use clues? Wait, just here? Honestly, I don't know. I'm not even sure what the plan is for this game, because like at some point I will run into the problem that this is not my game, right? So it's possible that I will maybe change the game, change the rules a little bit, or dramatically. Is the Azure going to be part of the game? If I release on Picotron, yes. If I ever do a Pico 8 version, no. There we go. That's what we need. Okay, so this is play, and if you go play, okay, then we need to calculate do the calculation like this. It's I don't like these inline functions, because now we need to like write the function that is executed when we go to play mode inside the function that execute when we go to edit mode. Ah. Okay, and then in the update function, when we're calculating the solve, here, update edit here. We are doing this. We're calculating this. It doesn't really matter at the beginning, but here now it doesn't matter. And we calculate everything from the board now. So this is 444, and then we go here, and now it's basically, you see the numbers updating in real time. And it's always solved, basically. Like, it's always correct. Let's do something striking. And then play. And now we cannot solve this anymore. We don't know where the 4 is. No, wait, that can't be. Wait, why is the... Oh, yeah, and the 4 is... That's very good. What? Oh, there we go. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Okay, good. So we can now make levels. Believe it or not. Da-da-da, da-da-da. Can you wrap your head around to make a solvable level? Yeah, that's a good question. I'm not really sure. So actually, I read some thoughts that Matthew Matthoses... Oh no, he actually said it in a video. He was actually thinking about, how do we make sure that a level is solvable, and how do we make sure that, that there's one unique solution. And he kind of dodged that question, I feel. Because he said like, oh, if you can solve the level, that's the proof, right? I don't know. I'm skeptical. I think if the level is dense enough with information, in the sense that there's enough rules and enough different interacting objects, then definitely the level solution becomes unique at some point. Like at some point, there's just one way in which this can play out. But also, I'm not sure. Like something that Matthew Matthoses does in his game, he always like it's a little bit edgelordy, where he says like, "Oh, this is a realm of pure logic." There's like this very nice level where he says, "In a game like this, there's no luck, so there is no chance, so I don't need to wish you luck." And it's like, I don't know, man. It's really interesting. It's an interesting philosophical concept, because it's like one of the major aspects of stuff like Sudoku is that you don't have to guess, right? It's like you can figure the puzzle out without having to guess what the number is. Because like a guess in Sudoku is basically saying like, I don't know what number it is. I'm just going to write something in and I will continue solving the puzzle. And if the number that I guess is the correct one, then I kind of solve the puzzle, but like if the number that I guess is the wrong one, then the puzzle becomes later unsolvable later down the line. But if you guess a number and you continue solving and you solve the puzzle with a guessed number, you kind of like, you cheated a little bit, right? And I don't know, it's a weird situation because how do I put it? I think a lot of the solving, so in a way, guessing a number and then continuing to solve and see what the consequences are of your guess is in a way a different type of solving, right? You just like, it's in a way, it's like in chess, for example. When in chess you think ahead, right? You calculate ahead the moves. If I move my knight here, then that will be the best response, and then I will be this, and then this. You know, you can think ahead without playing. You play your get. You simulate the game in your head, right? So in a way, guessing is doing that. You simulate ahead what will happen, what will be the consequence of you, and in a way, like, okay, you can say like, oh no, but you're just purely guessing, right? You're not really approaching things logically, but also approaching things logically involves kind of doing that in your head, right? It's like, what happened if I put the thing in here? How would the board look like then? And what options will be available to me then? Is that the right solution? And sometimes that's how you arrive at the solutions. You think where you can put something, and then you think how the board will look like, and you then find a mistake there immediately, and that will give you an idea that this was the wrong choice, you know. And it's weird. It's weird that he says that guessing is not part of, like, there's no guessing in the realm of pure logic, because in a way guessing and then seeing the consequences is also logic. It's a type of logic. Yeah, I love logic puzzles for that. There's only one solution, so you can't make mistakes. If you know that. What do you mean you can't make mistakes? How do you mean you can't make mistakes? Of course you can make mistakes. If you do that, the puzzle becomes unsolvable, but you can make mistakes. And also there is this thing with, I think with some Sudokus, there's a thing where you get into some weird solutions. For example, there's definitely ambiguous Sudokus where there's different solutions. I'm pretty sure it's something like this, or at least there's different solutions where you can guess a thing, and then, right? So there's different. You can arrive at different results at the end, even maybe if there's some guessing involved. Guessing is not a mistake, though. That's what I'm saying. Like, guessing is also something that you use when you solve a puzzle, and there's also this interesting thing that there is a way of, there's a technique of solving Sudokus that leverages the fact that this is a puzzle to figure out the correct solution. What do you mean you can't look ahead? What do you mean? Everything you do is looking ahead. What are you talking about? Looking ahead is in your mind. You're looking ahead. You're trying to envision what the thing is. No, but back to the solution. So there's this thing where it's like, okay, I'm trying to solve for Sudoku, and there's a number. There's a number that you can put into a field, right? And there's like maybe two possibilities, right? And you're not sure which one it is, and you would maybe do a guess, which is not great, right? But then it's like you think things through, and you're like, okay, if I put this number in, if I put the number A in, if I put the 1 in here, right? then if you continue solving this, you will arrive at a state where the solution is ambiguous, where there's two different ways of solving it later down the line. So it must be the other number, because that number will result in a unique solution. So in a way, it's like, if you put one number, it wouldn't be the puzzle. So it must be the... it's a little bit like in jump and run, where you go left instead of right? Because it's like this, or like I don't know, like in every video game you look behind the waterfall. It's a little bit like that, you know, where it's like the solution is that you'd have to know that this is how puzzles work, and that's how you find out. Man, we get games are so weird. It's weird that we're doing this as humans. I don't understand how games. Okay, so since we are now here, so I'm actually questioning this menu here, because I have like this huge grid of things, right? But there is, now that I have the level editor, I know that there is actually not really puzzles in here. It's just like empty stuff, right? So I'm thinking, oops, that's not what I wanted. I'm thinking I'm actually gonna make this grid in the main menu. I think I'm gonna do, it will actually show me the actual levels that I actually have, and not these empty slots. And then if I want to have an extra slot, there will be a button to create a new slot. I think that's better. As a fellow human, I agree. Yes, as a fellow human, I totally agree. Humans, how weird they are, ha ha. There is something about, I mean, this is kind of like an interesting side effect for whatever discipline you are active as a human being, you know, whatever, if you're like a chemist, or if you're a physicist, or if you are a literary critic, you know, or if you are a businessman, you know, whatever discipline you are operating in, that becomes a lens through which you see the world, right? And then that discipline becomes kind of like the key to understand the world for some. You start realizing, wait a minute, you guys are not realizing that, like, everything is business, you know. Oh no, I've been discovered. So everything is business, you know, and it's like I'm completely hooked into this. Everything is video, or everything is games, you know. And there is a book that was written about this, right? Homo Ludens. But like, games are such a effective way to describe culture and the way humans interact and the way humans think. It's such a good metaphor. Like, we see everything as games. It's kind of crazy. I saw a Reddit post today of someone not being able to solve the next level captcha. Nice try, Bond. The AI is trying to break out. That's so good. Oh, I love this. Okay, so I'm not sure. So should I have gaps in my levels? Asking for a friend. In summary, I cannot solve the captcha. Oh, that would be so funny if somebody wrote that post, but made ChatGPT write it, so it has, it has like the emojis. I tried to following. Question mark emoji. And then using M dashes everywhere. That's such a good troll. That's such a good troll. Oh man, we should use it somewhere. Does that make sense? No. It means you have to do a while. Is that no? It's not repeat, right? While I always forget the while and until end. Let's call it level count. Later on, this might be a bit more elaborate, where we actually check if the levels have been solved. But for now, I just want to have like a number of levels that we have. Actually, we actually always want to do this. Yeah, but what I mean with guessing is Sudoku is just fitting in a number because it looks like it fits at first glance. As a kid, I played it like that and I thought the game was dumb because I would continue to brick the game and try until it gets solved. Because I didn't know there was only one solution, yeah. Yeah, but also I don't think that's necessarily a bad way to play those games. Like, again, I think that's kind of like what you do in your head. Like, you just like skip the part where you write and they create like these kinds of like heuristics that allow you to try out numbers in your head a little bit, you know? I think. Not all of those techniques are like this, but I think some of the techniques work like this, where you kind of think ahead a little bit. Might be wrong, though. I always forget the number. It's level count. Listen. This is very loud music. Brute forcing Sudoku is a thing, yeah, I guess. Okay, so this is, listen, I want you to know that I know this is horrible. Right? I know that I don't want to have like a pirate software situation here, right? Where you look at my code, it's like, oh, he was been lying all this time. I know that this is horrible, all right? I know that we're looping way too much here. We're comparing nil with number. What the frick? Why? Listen, let me be real clear. Really clear. I have not been working for 8 years at Blizzard. I am allowed to make bad code. I have a license. So it seems to be like lead space left is somehow not correct. Oh no! The people can see the code! And I know what's happening. It's... So level count is 1. So I think we need to maybe just do it like this. What? Uh-huh. Get it. Yeah, okay, got it. More like the Blizzard counterpart, brain freeze. Isn't all code stupid since nobody writes in binary? It's true, we are all dum-dums. So how are we going to do this? I want to have a button that adds a level. Are you ready for my proudest? My proudest. My proudest achievement yet. Because everything else is good, right? No. Tertiary, no. Like this. Commit to this. Oh, but now it's... width is not quite correct. And this is also not great. Ugh. Oh well. Oh, this is cool. This actually creates a new level. That's funny. Accidentally, it creates a new level. So now there's 2. Oh my gosh! Look at this. This is good. So if click level. So let me create a blank level. Oh my gosh. You don't use spaces between operators. I see, I don't know. I'm completely confused because I've never been using those in Pico 8. And now I'm just not sure. Sometimes I want to be using them, sometimes I don't. I'm just confused. Okay, so we have just an empty board. And the thing is, if it's empty board, we're gonna do things a little bit different now. So in this case, we're gonna go to game, but in the other mode, we're gonna go to the editor mode right away, because we created a new thing, right? So we're gonna go this. See, we have two ways of going about this. So now if we create a new one, we're immediately in edit mode. And we can play this. Which is an empty level, but it's okay. And then here, yeah, it's this empty level. And then if we go in here, we're actually playing the game! Okay, so let me... Oh, this is actually good! So now we can steal the content! I want to see the tutorial levels so we can see if this works. A plasma, yeah, that seems also... Like in Pico 8, I'm fine with not putting any spaces between operators, but I'm here and in Picotron I'm not sure. I'm very confused. I think this works better maybe in... I don't know. If you have so much resolution, then you don't care about that anymore. The problem is, like, I have is... Let me show you some examples. What I'm like, ooh. Like, this is so dense, right? This part here is so dense. I'm feeling like I need to put spaces between the commas, right? We just had a cool calculation thing. Yeah, this is here. It's just very dense, right? I'm not sure. Okay, so let me... I actually have to solve the levels. Oh my gosh! We absolutely need a sound effect. I'm the worst teacher in the world because I always say to my students, like, make the sound effects first! And then I never do it myself. That's what I'm saying. Make the freaking You silly bastards. Oh, I forgot. What? Oh, right mouse. Just deleting now. Yeah, there's so much real estate, right? Free real estate. Oh yeah, there's also some other things in editor I want to be solving. I just realized. We're gonna take. I will show you in a second what I mean. Like this, right? Okay. I also maybe should have a save button. The menu is something we still have to consider later on. I just want to have like basic usability first. So yeah, this is the first level. Okay, good. Second level. Edit. Edit. Oh my gosh. It's kind of crazy how in the original game, like obviously that's made for the Game Boy, so it has like lots of restrictions, way more restrictions than we have here, obviously. But also, there's also high resolution mode, where you have high resolution graphics, and I really love the way this version of the game looks. I think it looks really nice and juicy. And I'm not sure why I like it so much more. I think there's something about this because Matthew, when he went high resolution, he also abandoned. Yeah, that's live evidence plagiarism for sure. When Matthew went high resolution, he abandoned the pixel art, and I think there's something to be said about bumping up the quality of the game by just making higher resolution pixel art, more polished pixel art. Like the way you have like the little highlight effect on a bomb just makes things just a little bit nicer. Yeah, this is an actual plagiarism. I'm not gonna lie, this is absolutely plagiarism. Don't worry, we will make this will begin to make things right again. Abandoning pixel art? I know, right? How can he do something like this? There's just some test levels that test some features. Yeah, this is actually a really good test level for the thing I'm gonna try out. So the problem is right now I can only place one type of bomb, but this game has multiple types of bombs. But the thing is, I don't want to have like multiple buttons for the different types of bombs. I want the game to figure out by its own, like the editor. I want the editor to figure out by itself if you know how many cats a bomb hits, and then write in the number by themselves. Oh yeah, this is the one that I wanted to actually copy. yeah, we need to remember that too. Guys, please remind me when I'm finished that I wanted to fix something about the wall button. If you don't remind me, I will be very disappointed. Like this. So here, obviously, the bumps which should have also the own numbers, but also this is a good level for the diamonds. So play. Okay. So that's very good. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you for reminding me. So what I wanted to do is actually terminal lure. I also want to close this. I do want to actually have an editor because there's actually going to be a whole bunch of editor stuff, and I think we're already exceeding what the editor can do, what this game tab can do. So what I want to do is when you do the wall thing, I want the wall to be obviously selected. I didn't do that. Hey, I can't remind you after you get phone called away. No, it's good. I'm just doing the thing that you needed to remind me of. It's good. See, that's what I wanted. So now when we go edit mode, the wall is automatically selected. The way it was already before selected, but the button wasn't highlighted. Okay, so the levels. Did we solve this already? Is that the idea? I think we already solved it, right? We also maybe should put a button that says reset. Let's do that immediately. I'm just like, the menu is not necessarily like nice or anything like this, right? I'm just like putting down functionalities, and then we're gonna, once we have like the functionality that we want to encode, we can think about. Let me make this a little bit softer. It's really cool music, but also. Or maybe we should pick something that's more chill. Let's pick something chill. Let's do this. So what I want to do is I want to set up board. That's the thing I want. And I'm gonna save. And then also I want to have in the editor, I want to have a save button. So now we can reset this. Ah, so good. I just want to see something. Ah, see, it doesn't reset the... It doesn't reset the solutions, the clues. Yeah. Okay. So let's see if we can. Let's save a more difficult level. Let's save this one. I think this is like this. Oh no, I've memorized it. It's not good. We know that. Oh no, actually we cannot sell. So we might be. Actually, no, we can't. All right, so let us transition all the stuff to the editor. Editor. By the way, I'm not going to be streaming for too long today anymore because I am tired. But I think we made some really good progress today. So we're gonna grab this white boy and we're gonna put it in the editor. The bump wall thing. Yes, thank you. That's the next thing I want to do. I actually maybe should. I rage baited too hard today. Oh, is that was that a rage bait? I'm sorry. It's oh no! Alas, I've been bested. Okay, that's for now. That's good. And then we can do a function here. Calc bombs. Is that? Are you trying to rage bait me here? I don't know. I don't know if this is working, man. I don't know. So we're looping through all of bombs. Now here we're resetting the bombs. Why are we resetting the bombs and the cats? We might have changed something about the level. I'm not sure why we're resetting the bombs. We're resetting the bombs, the solved state of the bombs. Technically, it's not necessary. It's kind of similar to what we're doing, right? It's kind of like a very similar function that we're doing here. It's kind of like almost the same. Wait, do we have check? Should be calc bombs. So it's kind of similar, but not quite. And while we're doing here, we could actually take advantage of this sprite thing that we had before. Where did was it like fget? Yeah, there we go. Because this is we can actually make this a little bit easier if we fget. So this resets the cats. Wait. No, actually, no, because this actually changes into a solved bomb into a not solved bomb. And I don't think that... Actually, we might not have to do this. It's fine. I'm not sure if the cats will ever be killed by bombs. Although it might be good to indicate if the cat is killed by bombs. So let's do that for now. And then... So we're looping through here. When we see a bomb, we're checking for cats. So here, for example, here we can do like if fget tile, what is this cat set on? Yellow, right? So that is going to be 3. So this kind of like basically does the same thing. We're checking the cats. We actually need to have a 0 bomb. It's not what I wanted. Can we shift stuff? Oh man, that's bad that we have a 0 bomb. I don't like having a 0 bomb. Oof. Okay, let's not overthink things for now. We're gonna say it doesn't matter how many cats we calculated. We set the bomb to and also this we can grab through fget. We don't need this tile greater than 7 and so forth. We can just do an fget here. And the bombs is always green, right? Oh, we should set everything to green. No, so that's 4. So it's 7. board equals 7. No, it's basically 6 plus the number of cats. Min cats 0 1 like this. No, max like this. So this should calculate bombs. Let's see. Okay, here it's fine. Oh my gosh. There was some problem. Board is not there. Oh yeah, right. Okay. So this is safe menu. What's about this? Okay, this should be. Ah, see, it's not updating. Why? We definitely should put this when we go into edit mode. But it's not calculated correctly. For some reason. Calc bombs. We know that it's executed because we had a... What? Did I delete it accidentally? Oh, I cut it out, right? Calc bombs board. Like this. Okay, the calculating of the bombs doesn't work. I wonder if we can actually kill cats. Maybe we broke the cat function. We broke the cat function, yes. Isn't it dry? 3? Dry. I thought it was 3. We got the cats. Yeah, we're not doing to the cats what we're supposed to be doing to the cats. Okay, whatever. Let's put this aside. Let's just make sure that this was the problem for some reason. Okay, that works. And now if I go to the edit, that doesn't work. Oh, wait. There we go. No. Okay, this part still doesn't work. I'm starting to get this idea that this flag stuff just doesn't work for some reason. But weird, because I already had it work before. Where did we use the fget? When we're checking the solve. One, two, three, four. Come on, I just need to see what is this? Nothing being added? What? False. How is this false? It's the cat. Am I going crazy? Why? It's all... Why? It worked down here. Maybe I didn't save it or something like this? It's wrong. Four. The fget is 4. Is that correct? Binary. So it's like the first is 1, then 2, second is 2, that's 3, and that's 4, yeah. It's not working. Okay. But 2 is working, right? Do we just accidentally stumbled over the one that is working? We had this one, so that's tile number 2. Tile number 2 is also flag number 2. It's all false. Wait. It's still false. But here it works. Okay, let me... debug. Tile. Tile T. Okay, let's try this. The bomb? Oh, did we get them reversed? So this is fget 3. That is the bomb. Oh, so the fgets are 0? They start with 0? How did we get... How... Oh my gosh! That's so funny! So the fgets are start with zeros, and so does it say that somewhere? There's no hover or anything, right? And for some reason that didn't cause a bug to happen when we were evaluating, so I thought that was correct. I mean, it's fair because we're just like checking if checking if the flags match. So it's not much of a check. But because I assumed this worked, I didn't catch that error before. And therefore, you see. Jeez. So now we know the true problem. So that's 0, 1, 2. Why work? Why is this so miserable to get this to work? It is true. Did I get something wrong? Oh yeah. Okay. Hallelujah, dude. Actually, let's keep it like this. I think I'm kind of better. Feel a bit better if this works like this. So let's do the check bombs like this, huh? Well, this is actually fine. This is bombs. We're not gonna deal with that yet. Okay. And then here, now we can finally calculate the bombs here. Okay, I think this is good. This is just like, this is maybe not necessary, but whatever. Calculate the bomb number. Researching cats, maybe not necessary. Okay, so this should work now. Why? Why? It works! Don't lie to me, game! Why are you not changing? Oh, I think I know. Because the cat counting function, the check cats function, this only continues over the crosses. Like this. No. Like this. Okay. Always something. Come on, give me a break, guys. I've been working on this. I need this to be finished. Oh, actually, no, that's the wrong. Give me a break! Oh, I know what the problem is. There we go. Oh my gosh. I really need to I need to go to bed. I don't get it. Sometimes it's simply gonna... No, this is just like... Oh, I know. Yes, it worked. That was a difficult birth. I mean, most people have never managed to make a game, period, you know. Not a big deal. So now look, we have a bomb, we can put in cat. And then it highlights which cats has been hit by bombs. Ah, interesting. Yeah, we should probably mid cats. Cats. Right. But puzzle games are my favorite. Oh, truly. Interesting how the cats are continue being hit. Yes. Oh, look how the numbers are. That's very good. That's very good. I think when I save, I should turn all of the cats into... I think generally, when I prep the game, prep board, something like this. Where is it? Prepare board or something, or setup board. Setup board. Set board. If underscore tile equals, let's go fget. Oh, even though it was tile. So if we have a cat, so it is 0, 1, 2. If we have a cat, then definitely set the cat to 3. like this. What? Oh yeah. Okay. So now editing. Now the cats are dead. Now we're playing, and the cats are alive again. Okay, good. Now here we're editing. Cats are all dead. We play, and the cats are alive again. Good. And then here, editing. Cats are very dead. Play, and yeah, that's good. Editing. Play, very good. Okay. So let's see. Let's remove the debugging here. And then we're gonna play this one level, and then we're gonna see how that works. Schrödinger, please. That's a good name for the game, Schrödinger. Schrödinger's hidden experiments. All right, so let's see if we can solve this board. Okay, this is a level that I basically memorized at this point, so that's not a big deal. Detonate. Correct! Wait a minute, why do we have 4? Oh, yeah, it's very good. See? The game is good. Like this. Oh, I see. This game is already working, man. So this is good. I also should maybe, if you right click on a solved number, maybe it should clear everything that crosses. There's so many ways to make this so to optimize this to be really luxurious. Okay, so what now? Oh yeah. See, this is the real level here. This is a real solution here. What we're going for. Yes, absolutely. I mean, again, I think I'm more interested in the controller support for like a Pico 8 version, perhaps. But again, I'm not thinking too much about releasing. I'm just like, I just want to play the game a little bit and just going to experiment with the level editor. Something I'm very much interested in is having an auto solver to see if we can somehow because the question is like, is a level solvable? Is a little bit difficult to answer sometimes. And it would be nice to kind of like figure out a way if we can automate the solving. And the cool thing is we have so many levels already created in the actual game. So we can test Matthew's levels on the solver. If there's any level that the solver can't solve, then maybe there's some kind of like cool strategies that we can figure out. I think it's a fertile playground for these kinds of games. Okay, so we got this. Yeah, so this is the lesson that teaches you that each bomb is supposed to hit certain cats. I think if I detonate, you should fill everything else with crosses. But okay. There should be also maybe a next button. Yeah, so this. Yeah, I think I remember this one. What is Kakuro? What is Kakuro? Ah. Okay, so Kakuro. Okay, I put up a interesting. It's not like a Kakuro, but I mean, it's like Kakuro in the sense that all of these games are very similar. So Kakuro is like seems to be like a crossword puzzle, but it's with numbers. So it's like here's 23, and that means that 9 plus 8 plus 6 is 23. So and here is 16 because 9 plus 7 is 16. Very cool, very cool. I mean, you could also make a Kakuro that way. It's not like a Kakuro because it doesn't have the addition. There's not as much mathing involved. It is more nonogram style, but also light up. But I also played a bit more light up, and light up is also different. Light up is actually a really good one. Maybe I should just change this into light out, like make a lighter tutorial for Pico8. I think that would be nice. Oh, you know what would be even better, and that's maybe actually something that we might try out, is make like a turn this into like an engine for these types of games. So it's like, you know, we're gonna do like what is 48 club Nintendo House Club games, you know, where it's like a huge collection of different games, right? So we turn this into a collection of like all of those puzzle games, right? And you can play like Kakuro and Lights Up and all the other games in one package. Puzzle Engine, yeah, I don't know about Puzzle Engine. The Puzzle Engine is a bit of an issue because all of those puzzles still need to be customized to work the way they. Each puzzle has some specialities, which makes it a little difficult to make this universal. And you know, we get into the problem that every developer is bound to eventually create a programming engine when they make it. But something I want to show you if you're interested in puzzle engines. Puzzle. I forgot what the name. Puzzle. script. So Puzzle Script is an open source HTML5 puzzle engine. So it's all browser based, right? And it's kind of like Pico 8, but just for these kinds of puzzles, for tile-based puzzles. It has like a huge gallery of different ones, all Sokoban style puzzles. And there's like so many different ones here. It's a little bit insane. So if you want to have puzzle engines, then this is the way you go. This is a puzzle engine. Train braining. Let's try this. Start game. Arrow keys. Okay. Being a train route planner is very satisfying. Okay. Until you have to deal with passengers. Oh no. This is indeed very satisfying. Okay, we have to go like here. We have to bring the passengers to this. Then we have to get out, right? Oh, what? You have to take all of the passengers to the blue station. Oh, let's reset. Oh, that's a good puzzle, actually. Damn. Trolley problem. How do we do this? Oh no. Oh, this is so cursed. Okay, this is very good. It's very good. Anyway, back to Picotron. Let's continue solving this. So we solved this, we solved this. How do we solve this? You know that here's just one. You know that there's definitely, okay, we know some things. We know that this, and this, right? That's something that we can agree with. Well, I think this actually doesn't have, do it zigzag. This actually doesn't have some clues that we need. Because this has actually some diamonds. Oh, we don't see them. So let's just assume that we know this. So here's one. Here's one. This must be here. No. What? 3? Oh, we have 4? Oh, right, because I make a mistake. So everything here is correct. Now we need to just figure out where to go here. Also, this is not correct. We assumed this was correct, but it's not. Yeah, man, I forgot. I think without the diamond, this is not really well solvable, because this is a puzzle that explains the diamond part. All right, guys. So I'm getting a little bit tired, so I think I'm going to wrap up for today. Thank you so much for joining me. I am pretty sure there's not going to be a stream tomorrow morning, tomorrow evening. Because again, my family comes back and they will probably, although maybe they will be tired and just want to go to bed, and then I might stream tomorrow evening. Hey, Kerb. A little bit late. I think the next designated evening where I definitely will be streaming is going to be Friday evening. Because yeah, another problem I have also tomorrow is that I will be recording. I will be recording the Lazy Devlog, and this time it's going to be a public Lazy Devlog, so everybody can get to see it. So yeah, tomorrow probably not streaming. The day after probably editing, and so Friday is going to be the next one. Thank you so much for joining me. It was a pleasure, and we are almost there. We almost stole the Declaration of Independence, which is Matthew Mathos' an awesome game. Yeah, it was a pleasure. See you next time. Bye bye. Ending the stream.